This story has been displayed in Colombia, where the Belko business is notable. Essentially, this industry is being controlled by the American government. This office has been working on the separation from the city. Mike, the representative of this organization, is going to the office according to day-to-day practice. At the point when he shows up at the workplace, he sees that nothing is as it ought to be. Most of the new watches were available. All neighborhood representatives were being sent back. And all were under intense security checking. Mike and every one of his friends come into the workplace and keep themselves occupied to the surprise of no one. The representatives gave off an impression of being all cheerful and cordial with each other. Be that as it may, individuals are watching out for others sitting in charge room. Here is a young lady named Danny who comes on the primary day in office. She joined the office at that very day. Here it is likewise uncovered that trackers are changed in the tops of all workers of the Belko office. The motivation behind these trackers is to guarantee the security of this office, since this office is in Colombia. Welcome to the review recapped. Subscribe for a bit of good luck and enjoy. Colombia, where the conditions were not steady, so that individuals might shielded from abduct. Mike is shocked to see no nearby watchman, neither the neighborhood workers. Thinking it, he calls his neighborhood monitor and asks, "What is happening here?" Furthermore, for what reason is there severe security? The monitor tells me, "I have barely any familiarity with anything." Simultaneously, a puzzling voice is heard. It is informed that 80 individuals are here. Furthermore, you will be generally killed inside a couple of times. Listen to me and follow my orders to remain alive. Also, given assignments ought to be finished. The first undertaking is the murder of any 2 of your kindred workers in the next half hour. That is to say, in the coming 2 hours, you should kill your accomplice workers. It is additionally trained that you can kill any worker, and on the off chance that this assignment isn't achieved, you should confront the hard results. The secretive voice is quiet along it. Everybody is shocked, yet they excuse it as a trick and go on with their work. Inside a second, their versatile signs are far off. Implies they will not be ready to contact anybody on account of having no signs on their mobiles. Here a moderately aged lady attempts to escape due to her trepidation. The structure glasses are covered with metal sheets as she runs. What's more, the whole construction has been fixed. All individuals are gone a frenzy and scared of noticing it. Mike requests that his specialist bring a blowing torment machine and cut the metal plates after dissolving them. They attempt to cut, yet it is insufficient, since it is made of thick areas of strength for and. Its organization's president Barry says that it is government assembling, so there is compelling reason should be alarmed. Metal sheets would take care of the glass unintentionally. Sorry, don't as well. Yet, Mike doesn't accept this occurrence as tomfoolery, however thinks of it as a difficult issue. Some office individuals move to the top of the place of business and ask help from monitors gesturing to them. Taking a gander at the watchmen, they overlook them. The given season of that secretive voice was over at this point. Furthermore, a young lady on a rooftop gets a weapon shot and she passes on right away. Furthermore, 3 additional representatives in the building likewise get a projectile shot. It appears as if they were shot blowing their heads. The explanation for their demise is this: the baffling voice had requested to kill your 2 workers. Since they have not killed, these blameless workers lose their lives. Everybody is stunned seeing it all. Furthermore, they start to run, concealing themselves where they track down a spot. The chief of the organization, Barry, sees that no projectile has been shot outside except that the tops of these individuals are exploded inside. Understanding the circumstance, Mike realizes that the decent trackers in individuals are smaller than normal bombs. This is the reason nearby individuals were shipped off their homes, because no trackers were fixed in their minds. Representatives working in this building who came from the other city had the trackers, and similar trackers have been detonated. Noticing it, Mike moves to the washroom and attempts to extricate his tracker with a blade. The building had changed cameras in its environmental elements, and voices played behind the scenes. That disallows Mike to leave your tracker. On the off chance that you contact it, they will explode it, detonating it like a bomb. What's more, Mike will likewise lose his life. Hearing it, Mike stops. The secretive voice is again reverberated in the building, saying if anybody attempts to separate the tracker or eliminate the camera, the hurtful outcomes will show up. Presently, the subsequent undertaking is told to them by him. The next task: remember the homicide of 30 individuals for the coming 2 hours. It implies 30 men ought to be killed here. We will kill 60 individuals on the off chance that 30 people are not killed here. All individuals are currently more terrified. They start to squabble with each other. Certain individuals are killed during this debate. Presently the gatherings are made in office. One gathering is of Mike while the other has a place with Chief Barry. Barry's gathering takes it better to kill 30 individuals while Mike says murder isn't arranged, these individuals are guiltless. The larger part was leaning toward Mike since they would have rather not killed anybody. The friends of Barry attempt to open ordnance which is in building since this arsenal comprises several weapons. Barry thinks they can get themselves taking these weapons. Present nearby gatekeeper their attempts to stop them. In any case, Mike chills him off saying that we can't kill anybody. From that point onward, they again move to the Belko building's rooftop for help. Coming to the rooftop, they set their opponent with composed words, "We are being kept prisoner. We have been abducted, help us." Simultaneously, monitors precede them and start terminating. Furthermore, a baffling voice is again repeated saying you can't set such a flag. What's more, they return down the stairs to the office in dissatisfaction and outrage. Coming first floor, Mike converses with his accomplices and gets the point saying, "Our occupation was a sort of trap wherein a human investigation was being applied to us." In the meantime, coming at the posterior, President Barry hits something on the head of Mike avoiding him with regards to detects. From that point forward, he takes the keys of ordnance from the nearby watchman killing him so the weapons might be got from that point. Opening the ordnance with keys, Barry's group splits the ongoing weapon between them. It implies that certain individuals are presently equipped. On the mark of a weapon, all representatives in the structure are accumulated in one corner. Also, at this time, Mike is currently in cognizance so in a standing situation in the middle of this multitude of individuals. Here Barry isolates certain individuals saying that individuals having kids underneath than 18 years of age will be aside while others like being old or having no kids will be isolated. We have no other arrangement. We need to kill 30 individuals because Barry was the president of the organization who just knew the orders they might be given or taken. So he arranges here and thinks of it as right to follow and he additionally arranges here. At first, Barry picks his objective the matured individuals while certain individuals are situated in succession haphazardly. He starts to kill and he shoots certain individuals executing them. On the opposite side, Danny who was as of late joined the workplace as another representative was concealed at a spot in dread. Nobody knew about her. Hearing the terminating sound, she turned off the vital light switch accordingly there was obscurity. Also, individuals hurry forward and backwards. Barry and his group begin terminating exorbitantly in the murkiness of the room. Inordinate termination is held subsequently many individuals are killed. Sooner or later, the office's light is turned on and that puzzling voice again says just 29 individuals have as yet killed 30. You have just 2 minutes. We will kill more than 30 individuals if one individual isn't killed in no less than 2 minutes which was the part guidance. Barry attempts to look through individuals yet he can't carve out them in that frame of mind because of the haziness. So the time is finished. Strange voice reports that your time is finished. Presently individuals' heads start to burst individually and they begin to kick the bucket which is a disturbing scene. Presently the control room the voice is shown. There were the composed names of representatives along the switches. Since the names and switches were there whose heads were exploding. Whose name button is squeezed individually, that representative was dead with the blast of the tracker. Just 16 individuals were made due in the workplace. Furthermore, a baffling voice declares its last assignment. A survivor will be that individual who kills most of the individuals. What's more, he can have his existence cheerfully. Presently Barry and his companion Wendell are for the most part affected in killing individuals. Furthermore, Wendell and Barry start to kill more individuals. Indeed, even the people who were against the killing will likewise start to kill for their endurance. Furthermore, some office workers were removing the small bombs from the heads of dead people. These scaled down bombs were not detonated totally. Yet, those individuals were dead. They had a plan to impact gathering every single small scale bomb and leave the structure. Mike's companion is going higher up looking for Mike and she sees Barry's companion on the way who is killing different people. They fight and she goes after his head with a hatchet killing him. Presently Wendell is likewise dead because Barry and Wendell are involved a lot in killing. From that point onward, she meets Mike showing bombs. Taking these bombs, Mike places them in his pocket. Barry starts to fire on them coming there. During this discharge, a slug punctures Mike's companion, she is dead getting wounds. That young lady Danny who had as of late joined the workplace thinks, everything is over at this point. As she descends from the lift, Barry fires on her putting her dead. Mike and Barry are presently the main two survivors in the workplace. Mike becomes forceful because of his companion's demise, and he goes after Barry. Both put forward a case, and Mike gets a tap envelope, which he uses to go after Barry's head. He is consistently hit with animosity, and finally, Barry is likewise killed. After that, Mike grieves because Mike is just a survivor in the workplace. The last one standing in this game is just Mike. Simultaneously, all metal plates are eliminated, all windows are opened, and coming inside, 2 watchmen bring Mike into another room. Mike is in most terrible condition even though he can't walk as expected. Mike is brought into that room where the entire examination is being controlled. Matured researcher and others were additionally present there. That mature researcher says that declared voice was mine. I'm the piece of worldwide association which investigates the human way of behaving. As to how individuals will respond as the predicament falls on them, furthermore, we were testing it for a similar reason. The researcher asks Mike, "How are you feeling now?" Mike asks, "Have you seen me while picking the smaller than normal bombs?" The researcher is surprised because Mike had placed those little bombs in that office where all are situated. He has placed this multitude of bombs in the charge room. He promptly hurries to the control unit where composed names of individuals are accessible. He turns on all switches aside from his switch. Furthermore, as the switches are on, there is an incredible blast leaving all researchers and watchmen injured. In any case, he lifts the firearm of the gatekeeper and comes outside, killing all introduced individuals there. He is as yet being trailed by a camera as he leaves the distribution center. At the point when we zoom out, we can see the numerous survivors, including Mike. It shows us that this examination was not just in Colombia where Mike was a survivor. In addition, these tests were being held in numerous different spots. What's more, Mike is taking a gander at the sky remorsefully where the film closes. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.